What's up, everybody, man? I hope that everybody's doing good. King Pill almost crashed out
I think
over
it's that
$200.
King Pill
And he
and Adam
almost
22
fought
video.
Adam 22. This guy is really tripping, man. He got a good job. Adam gave him a good job at No Jumper,
I don't
and he's
know the
pulling
story
stuff
behind
like
this.
that. Adam said that he didn't seem like the normal King Pill that he knew or whatever. He said that he just seemed off, and he looked like he was off of shrooms or something like that. But this is crazy, man. King Pill almost fought Adam 22, man, for $200.
$200.
I mean, the guy is tripping, man. He got a good job, and it seemed like his job is done now. It looks like
That's
he's
all his
no
goals,
longer
though,
going to
behind-
be working at No Jumper. You know, he was pressing Adam for $200.
Oh, no, he look like he
That's
want to
some-
pop Adam.
That's some crazy stuff, man. If you ask me.
I
But
look like he
yeah,
want to
man,
pop
this
Adam.
is wild. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this. And this is what Adam said. This is what Adam said about King Pill. You know what I mean? He said that he was willing to give him a job. You know, King Pill told him that he's broke and he's looking for a job, a full-time job. And Adam was willing to do that. And now King Pill just came over there high. And
See, that's why you gotta stop looking out for niggas, bro. Look out for niggas. Niggas try to backdoor you over some little shit.
was ready to crash out. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this. I'm
I
gone.
want to crash out.
Tuck your dick between your legs. Anyway,
Huh?
we come to the end of the podcast. And I
Pause.
even noticed that
What's that?
tuck your dick between your legs.
Yes, I'm gone.
Pause.
Tuck your dick between your legs.
Hey.
Anyway,
Hey, yo.
we come to the end of the podcast. And I even noticed Dan Hefe kind of trying to like be a little cool to King Pill after that,
Hey,
like kind
yo.
of saying like a few things to him. But for the most part, they didn't really interact. For the rest of the podcast, and King Pill went silent. He barely said a word for the entire rest of the podcast.
Ed did try to be chill though. There's a couple times he would like respond
So he did
to
a
what
whole-
he said in a chill way.
So is this a
to be
guess?
fair, I
I'm
kind of
lost.
feel
Is
like
this
we
a-
saw
is
a
this a
little
guess
bit
or
of a
this is
different
what that
version
worked
of
for?
it
Why don't you say
yesterday
he
because
tried to
of the
help him out?
fact that he came in no lean, notably, just got in a car accident or just got a flat tire in his car, and it just felt like we were kind of feeling like a degree of aggression from Aunt Hefe that we hadn't really seen. Like even when him and Munchie got into like a weird argument about like who's the most violent race or if black people are bad for each other in society or some shit like that. Like the level that relatively
Oh, so
simple
he's already-
argument got
his
to was
tension's
like
already
kinda
up
intense. Like it
probably
kind of
before this
ratcheted
for
up
her.
the
Prior to
aggression
this.
to a degree that I wasn't really expecting. Either
I
way,
felt dumb for even like responding to it.
yeah, that got kind of intense too. Either way, podcast ends, and I think everybody's thinking in the back of their head, we got to get these guys out of here in a timely fashion and in a way where nobody has any interaction, whatever. So what's up? So we finish up stuff here. We go out there. As I walk out there, I see that Aunt Hefe is already kind of dipping, and that Munchie's like
Oh, nah,
dancing out the door.
he's about to
And
pop up Adam.
the
like,
Pomona
nah.
boys and King
About to
Pill
pop
are the
at
only
him.
ones left, right? No big deal. I'm like, okay, cool. They got out smoothly. That's good. I go, hungry as hell, start heating up my meal in the microwave. As I'm heating up the meal in the microwave, King Pill comes over to me and he says, yo, what's up with the money for the episode? Because I had actually told King Pill, I was like, listen, like, I want
Oh, so he don't work for Adam. Adam just offered money for him to come speak up on his podcast. I thought it's like he trying to like look out for it, but still, like you offer money for somebody to come on your podcast, you still looking out for him at the end of the day.
to try you out consistently on the Tuesday show. He said, all right, but bro, I'm broke, so I need money. Like, you know, are you gonna be able to pay me? I said, okay, cool. We'll be able to give you a little bit of money for appearing on here or whatever. Is the music seriously that loud? What the fuck is wrong with these girls? Just so you guys know, it's a plug talk day. We gotta make sure that door stays closed. This is insane. But anyway, so
Calvin Harris DJing in the next room.
yeah, shout out to Calvin Harris. God damn, I really just want to
Just
get
one
to
more.
You need to localize assets without messing everything up. Luckily, there's Adobe Express. Now you can localize, translate, and resize your content easily.
And boy, do I have a story for you. See what he said. Okay, so what? He posted a reel. Adam, inaccurate thing you could possibly say in that moment because the topics were actually fire. We had really, really, really good topics. Obviously, a lot of tragedies, but we had very, very important things to discuss. And so he's complaining about the topics. It's kind of weird. And so one topic that just popped into my head, and people on the Reddit and everything are trying to frame this as if I was like really trying to set up an Aunt Hefe King Pill beef, which is not actually my intent.
What the Adam is
Allegedly,
known for is like always.
that was
like,
not really my intent.
Shit or start
but
shit.
I asked and I mentioned, King Pill, you censored some of the disses out of your song. Now I'm going to give you guys the backstory on that. Is that when I was in New York, I was with Hit a J3, Bomb to Juno, King Pill, and the conversation happened while we were all driving around in the SUV together that maybe King Pill should consider censoring out some of the swear words from his, or not swear words, but gang disses from his songs, because in particular there was one diss that could very much be perceived as a diss towards the 8 Trays. However, where King Pill is from, that same diss refers to another hood. Now, keep in mind, Aunt Hefe from 8 Tray Gangsta Crip. When I said that he censored out the swears, I didn't mention who, not swears, but gang disses. When I said that, I didn't mention who might be offended. I didn't mention what it was, but very quickly, the Aunt Hefe energy changed. And there's a clip, it's on the No Jumper Instagram, in which you could see Aunt Hefe kind of turning up, not being super disrespectful to King Pill, but making it clear that he don't mess with that that's not cool, etc. Everybody saw it, and then it got very, very, very awkward sitting on this couch because you have King Pill reading the chat. You have Aunt Hefe reading the back of their head. Here we go. King Pill in uniform. Yeah. And so he's kind of pressing me right now. He's saying, like, you know what, can you send it right now? I said, Josh can send it. He goes, can you make him send it right now? I'm like, if you want, you can call him.
They just said, oh, it's over $200.
He's like, it's your business. You can call him. He's like, just pressing me about like the dumbest possible right now. And those are all his boys.
You see how Shorty had tried to reach out and like grab his hand and tell him to chill too, really subtly?
Yeah. And so, okay, I'm like grabbing my food out of the microwave right now, slightly off camera. And you'll see that I start to walk kind of across the office. You're gonna see this in just 1 second. He's still talking to me in a rather aggressive way at this point. It's like slowly ratcheting up. And this is me walking away and being like, bro, you need to chill. Like, Josh will get it to you, whatever. Okay, go to the next one. And like you can see, he's kind of like in my face now, right? Look at the way he's walking towards me. Look at the body language. Look how he's like. And then look, he just bumped into me, and then I kind of like push him away.
One person came broke it up, but
and then
everybody just mind their business. Everybody just paid.
Jump in here. They're pulling him away. They're separating him. So what's he do? He pulls out his phone. Typical internet thug. Pulls out his phone. Starts filming. I'm sure he's gonna drop this footage at some point. He starts calling me the F slur. Starts acting like I'm a. The reason why
I'll be good at though. Don't really like pull out the phones. Like. Doing an altercation shit weird.
In the cubicle now is because I was looking for a lighter and I was actually grabbing one off of Mikey's desk. So I'm trying to light a spliff right now.
Talking about the light a spliff in the middle of the action.
He's trying to act like real angry. He's mad. But his boys are the ones standing in between him. Now look what he does here. He knocks the balls off and he's still talking on the way out. And his boys go, shout out to his boys, honestly. The rest of the dudes from Pomona, we got to give it to them that they immediately shut the situation down, because you got to understand, the 22ster keep that fire on him. So when King Pill is doing all this, I'm starting to do the math in my head. And I start thinking, okay, so what's the line that needs to be crossed here in order for the 22ster to up blick on cut? Now, in my head, what I established almost immediately was like, if he punches me, I'm pulling out and I'm going to start shooting at him. Okay, that's
Nah,
what's going on in my head.
nah,
It's
Adam.
like,
Yeah.
that's the line. that
Adam.
needs to be
Ready
crossed
to
here.
take it there with him.
Him just standing close to
Adam
me
say
is
go
not
up.
enough for me to turn this into this kind of
I don't say
situation,
go
right?
upset you.
But either way, like it ended so quickly, and his homies seemed like they were the ones that really like were more even tempered. And I mean, his homies really, and like Lush can probably attest to this because he actually went to the neighborhood. But basically, like you could tell that they appreciate the fact that they're even at No Jumper, because let's be real, if you're from Pomona, it's an hour away. You're not really necessarily used to like going to places like No Jumper or whatever. And they're looking at King Pill like, okay, he's the dude that's kind of getting our foot in the door to kind of be doing more music stuff, more industry stuff, more internet stuff. And so I think in that moment, his boys are kind of viewing this like, oh, he's about to screw up all the motion that we've kind of got going at this point in terms of
I definitely got to put your
hood
man's in
blog,
check,
things
especially
of
if
being in
you
New York.
feel me?
Keep in mind.
Somebody that's gonna put you in
Yes,
a
I did 2
different
interviews with
position.
King Pill. I was also
You know,
in
like,
New York,
you
staying in the
definitely
same
gotta check your
hotel
mans,
with
like,
him for like
Get this shit
3-4
done at different
days,
times
right?
other
You
time.
consider him a friend to a degree.
I felt like we had the
Definitely on
kind
burn the bridges.
of relationship that was
You
actually
know, Adam
legit.
definitely tapped
He's
into like,
asking
little
me
West Coast
for advice.
motion or the West
He's
Coast
asking
niggas.
me what I
So
should
being
do,
from the West
what he
Coast,
should
you burn
do
that bridge?
in his career. He's asking me what, you know, kind of moves he should make. He's telling me, yo, I'm thinking about moving back to the California area. You know, I'm thinking about, like, you know, if I move out there, do you think that we'll be able to consistently do content on No Jumper? You know, and I'm telling them, like, yes, bro, like, I actually kind of believe in you. I think that you have potential maybe as a podcaster or whatever. Now, after the Tuesday show, I was very let down, and I was very much thinking, like, oh, I'm tweaking. Like, I'm crazy because he sucked yesterday. Like, he just didn't say, he was just sitting there quietly. It was terrible. So I'm already kind of checking myself in my head of like, oh, yeah, that ain't going to work, because he showed up like the worst version of himself possible. He wasn't funny. He wasn't charming. He wasn't interesting. It was just boring. And then he gets marked out by Aunt Hefe, quote unquote marked out. Some people could view that as being not a mark out and actually more of just like a check-in. But it was something.
A stern talking to.
It was a stern talking to, for sure. Anyway, the crazy thing about it is that the thing that he decided to use to turn up on me was just so illogical in nature.
Alright, I'm gonna edit it right here, but I guess this nigga, King Pill, try to bully this nigga Adam for $200 that Adam promised he was gonna pay him. I don't know what the fuck going on, but